Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Blazer Guy 1983 coming at you with a quick tool review video. Just wanted to give you a quick update on my new tool chest or toolbox that I purchased at Tractor Supply a couple months ago, I'm thinking now. Losing track of time. Time goes so quick. And what I wanted to do was just show you some of the organization in which I've chosen to do with this toolbox. Up top, I've been trying to keep it as clear as I can. Up top, this is primarily so that I have room to set things on the fly while I'm working on different projects. I picked up this little organizer here, this plastic organizer for storing all the little kibbles and bits here in, such as like scissors, razors, just random miscellaneous drill bits, random lawnmower spark plugs, things like that. Just quick grab and go things that I may want to reach for. Eventually I may find a different place for this, maybe once I start to obtain some more storage, because like I said, the goal is to really keep this upper area here clear, so that I can keep any projects that I'm currently working on sitting here, or just to sit my tools before I put them away. Right now, the nice thing about this Tractor Supply toolbox here, and got the little logo there, was I paid, I want to say $600 for it. It was a flash sale that they had going on, and I priced the same size toolbox. I don't know the exact dimensions. I'll have to look it up and let you know what those exact dimensions are. I don't have the paperwork with me, but it is a little bit bigger one than a couple of the other ones that they offered there. And if you compare this exact same size to the one that they sell, I think Husky has a very similar version. I think the drawers are just flip-flopped. The Husky version I found was like $900. So like I said, I grabbed this and rolled with it. Literally, I says, I'll take it. And they have a really good financing option too, where I was able to put it on a Tractor Supply credit card and do a 12 months no interest on it. So that was really cool. And the one part I do like about it, though, among many things I like about it, is that it has this built-in little surge protector here, so it can plug in some of my battery-operated tools and whatnot over there, charge my Astrolight there, so that's been really helpful, just have an area to sit that type of stuff. Now, I am going to be purchasing something that I can mount on the wall that you can actually hang your different tools, because as you see right now, we just have them all kind of piled up right here. So they do sell special hangers in which you can get to mount those on the wall, so and store your chargers on, that even have, some of them even have surge protectors. So definitely to be looking into that. This is how I've chosen so far to organize it. This is constantly changing, so, but this is just to give you a quick tool review here. So this top drawer, I pretty much just dedicated to different types of wrenches and stuff. These are just a small set of wrenches here. And this just holds some of the longer wrenches too, which is really helpful for some of those big jobs, you know, when you have a really tight item that you can't really get a socket wrench into. So I got those here. Moving down to the next drawer. This is also kind of a dedicated wrench drawer as well. As you can see, I don't really have expensive tools. I kind of have a smorgasbord of tools that I've collected over the years, you know, like these ones that are red painted on them. They're actually from my grandfather, inherited from him when he passed away in 2013. He used to paint a lot of his wrenches red so that he could see them in the grass, because he was always working out in the yard. So he painted them red so they would show up better. So that's how I always know I'm using one of Pap's tools. These are just your, you know, Pittsburgh cheap wrenches that I've accumulated over the years. A couple other random miscellaneous wrenches here, a couple wrenches here, ratcheting wrenches, some oil change filters and different types of adapters for changing oil, and different types of oil size oil filters. And then if we go down to this drawer, this would be like the socket drawer. Obviously has sockets, all kind of adapters, some stars and things like that over there. This here is a recent purchase that I got on the Amazon, and this is basically a shallow set of sockets here. So impact sockets, so they're real shallow, so that you can get into tight spaces and potentially still get your impact gun on them. So that I found is going to be real helpful, especially with doing different types of suspension work and stuff. So that's just kind of sitting there because I haven't really figured out a setup for that yet, where I want to put it. We'll go over here to the right. So this drawer here, I've got a bunch of, so it's like my air hammer adapters, some other miscellaneous little files and different types of Torx bits and things like that, just random Allen keys. This is a neat little tool here. This is for popping out those plastic body clips and stuff. Different types of chisels and punches and things like that. And going down to the next drawer, this is another drawer of just random stuff that I have in here. This is just some different taps and things like that. Obviously some pipe cutters and calipers and stuff like that. A couple picks, nothing super crazy. Like I said, I don't really have expensive tools, but what I have does get the job done. This is my screwdriver drawer. Obviously screwdrivers are in here. I probably have way more. Those are just the ones that I use on a regular basis. So moving along here, go down to the first really big drawer here. This drawer here, I'm still going to work on maybe getting some organizers for some of this stuff, but this is the setup that I'm currently rolling with just for quicker access to stuff. So got different size socket wrenches and different stubby ones. I have recent purchase off the Amazon. I got this wobble head extensions. They're impact grade, so those will be helpful. I do have some regular chrome ones, but they're not as good for doing impacts, so I grabbed the impact grade ones here. And these are all my different pliers and wire cuts, and of course your vice grips are all here. Some crescent wrenches over there, some bigger pliers, things of that nature. So I keep that all in these drawers here. This little rack here, I got at Harbor Freight that holds these, this little metal rack. These plastic things here that I got for holding these in place, I got those on Amazon. This is my brake caliper piston compression tool. Haven't even used it yet, but I purchased it, so I have it. That'll be nice whenever I do the next brake job. Moving down here, got some more impact sockets, different miscellaneous ones. These are all metrics. I got a couple SAE down here, and got some brushes and stuff for just cleaning off rust. More miscellaneous, just leftover wrenches, a really old set. Some of these I think are actually broken, but I keep them because not both sides are broken. Some old school Harbor Freight ratcheting wrenches. So I have those, and so those are good. These are different types of pliers here too. I can't think of the name of them right now, but they're for the different clips, those retaining clips. I just can't think of what they're called for some reason at the moment. Let's see here. This is like my brake drawer. So this has different abrasions and stuff. It's like your wheel stud cleaner. Got a seal puller in there. This is a neat tool from Lyle. Lyle makes this. This is for releasing the emergency brake cable. Some caliper hangers, some different drum brake tools sitting here, and things of that nature. These are my flare tools there for flaring and making brake lines, which unfortunately the rust belt, all too familiar with that. Another random drawer of sockets. This is another set that I got off Amazon. This is impact swivel sockets. These are just some regular wrenches in here that are a little bit longer, that are metric, since the ones I had up here was SAE. Line wrenches, some different random sockets here. Got some crow's feet down there. And you can really organize things any way you want. I just found this to be the most effective for how I'm doing things when I'm working on projects. I just found this stuff is set up in an organic way that I reach for things commonly. So it's a hammer drawer for whenever it's hammer time. This is another drawer here that includes some different neat stuff in here. So this is and I need to I want to get the whole set, but this is like your ball joint separator type of tool. But I plan on getting the whole set eventually. It gives you for like tie rods and stuff like that. Some different pry bars and things of that nature in here. I got your little fork there for separating ball joints when you don't care about them anymore, or pitman arms, things of that nature. You got your breaker bar. I've got your ratcheting breaker bars, your torque wrench. This is kind of a neat tool here. This is a for getting up behind a CV axle, and you hammer these or push them in behind the CV axle to help pop them out of the transmission. More torque wrenches, more pry bars, steering wheel puller, harmonic balance pullers in that container. This here is a power steering pump puller. It's a little gadget I haven't used yet. This is also for getting behind CV axles and popping them out. Random pullers, things of that nature. Let me put this back in. I believe this was just a, I'm not going to open this up, but this is a Starbit kit. It's got, well, I'll open it up real quick. Why not? We're here. So this is all the different types of Starbits and things that you may ever possibly need. Once again, Amazon. And I'm sure they're cheap and not as good as like the name brand ones, but you know, for as much as I'll probably use it, it'll pay for itself in one use. Bottom drawer. This is a lot of air tools down here. So I have my impact here, my earthquake, the little smaller one, air hammers, some air cutoff wheels and air grinders, my Wizzy wheels. I just got a new bag of these abrasions off of Amazon, a couple C-clamps, wire wheels, things like that. And then moving over here, I don't know what drawers I've done and haven't done, so yeah, that's the brake job. Let's see what's down here. This is another very miscellaneous drawer of just random stuff. Obviously got a new set of brushes at Hobo Freight, different types of tapping screws, nuts, bolts, O-rings, different types of self one-man bleeders, helical oil, taps and things like that in here, rivets, just all kind of random stuff. Actually, let me see what's here. Maybe this might be the paperwork for the toolbox. Aha! Let's see what we got here. Trying to do this one-handed. So this is a 14 drawer. See if it gives us any information as far as like size goes here. Doesn't really say. It's interesting. You'd think it would say on here somewhere. But anyway, yeah, it's a 14 drawer. I'll show you the part number here for it too, just in case you do decide. Yeah, it's strange. It does not give you any kind of metrics or sizes. But anyway, if you decide you want this one, there's the item number there. It is 2538375. So if you decide you want to look into getting your own Tractor Supply toolkit or toolbox hammer drawer. So yeah, I showed you all of them. But anyway, so yeah, this is my new toolbox. If you guys are interested in it, check them out. Don't forget about Tractor Supply. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you get some really good deals here. So I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.